What's going on, New York Giants fans? Welcome to another edition of New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. And we're going to be talking about, is Mike Kafka and Brian Dabol's offense going to cause Malik Nabers to implode this season? We're going to talk about it. And we're going to get to the bottom of this. This is New York Giants Full Access, man. Let's get into it.
New York Giants.
Welcome to New York Giants Full Access. So we're talking about Malik Nabers, man. And as you know, in game one against the Washington Commanders, our offense was inept against a team that when they played against a good team in the Green Bay Packers, they couldn't do anything. They lost 27-18, and it was really never that close. And that Packers defense made Jaden Daniels and that offense look inept. And that Packers offense attacked the Washington Commanders down the field the whole game with receivers like Romeo Dobbs, Deontay Wicks, Heath, Matthew Golden. All those receivers are nowhere near the caliber of Malik Nabers. But for some reason, the Commanders' defense looked like all-stars against our offense because of the play calling. And I'm going to start doing live film reviews of this team again because it's needed. And it's because I keep telling people it's the scheme. We are in the red zone for, I think, 13 plays and come up with 3 points. And you see Malik Nabers going off on the sidelines, and he's going off on Dabol, and Dabol's trying to dap him up, and he's not having it. And you know what I respect about Malik Nabers? He wasn't going off because of targets, because he got 12 targets. He was going off because the offense couldn't do anything, and he wants to win. And I totally respect that. And we're going to listen to what Ryan Clark has to say about a time that he was with Malik Nabers when he was a young buck, now real young buck. So let's listen to that, and we're going to talk a little bit more before we get out of here because I think they're going to cause this kid to implode. But we'll see. Let's get into it.
And I want to tell this one Malik Nabers story, and I've told it before. When Dan talks about him being wildly competitive, when he was in high school, I coached his 7-on-7 team. It's a big tournament. We're down at Tad Gormley in New Orleans, and we're playing a team. And sometimes that 7-on-7 gets heated. He catches a football, guy elbows him in the face, splits his lip. He comes to the sideline. I say, Malik, we got to get you to the hospital. Like, I think you need stitches. He said, Coach, put me back in, throw me one more fade ball, and then you can take me out. We put him in, we throw him the fade ball. He goes on top of the kid's head. He drops the football. Then he stands to him face to face, and he's like, now we can finish whatever you wanted to do. That's who this dude is. He's built differently. He works differently. He wants differently. The way he reacted is just a symbolism or is just a part of what he wants to do as it pertains to winning. He didn't go talk to Russell Wilson. He didn't fuss at any of his teammates. He went to the leader of the team and said, we have to be better. That's a dude I always want to play with. And in my opinion, the New York Giants got them one. And I want to tell this.
And yes, we do have us one. We have us one in Malik Nabers, but how long will we have that one? As long as we have leadership on this team like Brian Dabol. Let's keep it a buck, man. The way Brian Dabol is calling plays, the way the offense looks, this dude's not going to want to be here long, bro. He's used to winning. He's used to being the alpha dog when it comes to being on that field. And I think the way we call this offense is really limiting what Malik Nabers can do. And that's saying something because he had over 1,000 yards last year with over 100 catches. This is a dude that should be averaging 1,300 to 1,400 yards a season with about 10 touchdowns and 100 catches. Easily. Easily. Why does he have to work so hard to get the little bit that he's getting? You want to know why? Because this offense is trash. And I believe it's being called like that on purpose because I believe you're going to see a different offense when Jackson Dart gets in there. We don't attack up the seam with our tight ends. With Theo Johnson, when you look at him line up on the field, is an absolute monster. We don't attack down the field. We don't put people in motion the way they're supposed to be put in motion. We don't even make the defense work. That Packers offense made that Commanders defense work, and they found one. And Marshawn Lattimore, they attacked him all night long. Abused him. And you mean to tell me we can't get Malik Nabers on Marshawn Lattimore or whatever DB they have out there and get him deep down the field, get him over the middle of the field, get him back shoulder throws? Like, we can't do that? Why are we throwing it to offensive linemen on the goal line? When Josh Jacobs powered through 5 of those dudes to get a touchdown. We got Cam Scatterbo. Was running through them. Why are we ain't using them when we get on the goal line? Why are we doing fake plays? Why is everything so congested? Why are we still trying to feature Wan'Dale Robinson? See, these are things that's going to make Malik Nabers go off and want to leave the Giants. And it's going to have to change soon or it's going to be over with. He's definitely going to leave. And I don't blame him. Malik Nabers should be right there with the Justin Jeffersons, the CeeDee Lambs, the Jamar Chases. He should be right there with them because you can use them in a multitude of ways. Why are we not using Slayton in a multitude of ways? Why are we not using our speed to our advantage? Why is Hyatt not taking the top off the defense and making a defense, go too Hyatt and be like, hey, look, we got to stay over the top of Hyatt because we could continue to allow this dude to get behind our defenders. He's going to burn us deep. You mean to tell me we can't find out a multitude of ways to get Malik Nabers the ball in space? This offense is really, really, really stupid. It congests everything and everything is short, and the defense never has to work. When defenses play us, man, their safeties are barely past 10 yards. And that's saying something. But Malik Nabers is going to implode, and he's going to have every right to do so. But it is what it is. Thank you guys. Hit that subscribe button, hit that big blue join button, and talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk. And let's see what happens this Sunday against the Dallas Cowboys. I think we get destroyed, but it is what it is. We'll see. And until the next episode, y'all know what it is, man. Peace. I'm so disappointed.
New York Giants.